Welcome to The Dogs Were Good Again. I am once again joined by Jess Rona.
Woo!
Legendary dog groomer extraordinaire. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We are going to look at some of the most unexpected friendships between dogs and other animals today.
I'm excited.
We have dogs who have become friends with owls, seals, foxes, cows,
Seals?
and even an elephant.
No.
Yep.
What about a squirrel?
Maybe not in the episode do we have an example, but
My
we
dog
know it's
does
happening.
not like squirrels.
Yeah, that's when I have a question about if our dogs have ever formed an interspecies relationship, and the quick answer is no, but Doug hated squirrels. Hated them.
The enemy.
We're also going to speak with canine behavioral scientist Dr. Clive Wynne about why dogs are so capable of forming these unusual relationships and whether science would actually call them friendships.
I think so.
We'll find out soon. Of course, we also have an adoptable special guest.
Oh, that looks like a good dog. That's a good dog. Yeah, that looks like a good dog. A very good dog.
Please join me in welcoming Keira.
Keira, come here.
Hey, come here.
Come here.
Hey. Wow. She's also gorgeous.
Oh, are you shy? Here.
Look at these.
Oh, delicious.
This bed is all yours.
Here.
You're okay.
Here.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, she's so gentle.
She's very gentle.
What breed is she?
She is a Mastiff pit mix. She's nearly 100 pounds, and she's a little bit over 8 years old, we think.
Do we have her story?
We have her story. You ready
Tell
for
me
it?
everything.
All right. So, Keira is available for adoption from Deserving Dogs Ranch here in LA. She was surrendered anonymously at a vet clinic in May of 2025. She was originally adopted by Leslie, who worked at the vet, and her husband, Andrew. She arrived underweight, shedding, with stress-related dry skin. She was afraid to eat and got scared of sudden sounds and movement, and she still has pretty intense nightmares.
Oh my God, no.
So her teeth were ground down, likely from malnutrition. Let's see. Yeah, she those nightmares were pretty intense at the beginning. At first, she was too afraid to walk inside. Over time, with patience and affection, she learned to trust and feel safe. So that's what she's doing with us right now. Slowly trusting us.
So nice. Hi.
Wow,
She's such a gentle.
Did you notice?
She's a very Julie lady. Yeah.
Hi. Hey.
Do you want a treat?
Sure. Hey, Keira.
Hi.
It's so funny that I forget other dogs can hear.
Yeah.
My dog is deaf.
Yeah.
And I don't even bother.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I can say her name and she'll acknowledge
Come
me.
to you, yeah.
You're
What
gorgeous.
do you see? She looks like an old wise soul.
Eventually, her goofy side came out. And she learned to trust. She'd never played before, so Andrew taught her by pretending to be a dog with a rope toy in the backyard for a couple weeks until she finally joined in, so she learned how to play. A note from the rescue is that she's a living example that love wins out over neglect and abuse.
But why didn't the vet keep her?
Hold on. Patience. That's a very good girl. Do you feel chosen?
I do. Okay. Are you mine?
So Keira is currently looking for a new home after a family member bite. The family member reached over her while she was sleeping in a totally dark room and startled her. The family just had a baby and decided that a kid-free home would be the safest for everyone.
Okay.
So we agree with that, and we're honored to help her on her journey to her new home. Other things about Keira: she's now sweet, gentle, low energy. She's easy in the house, potty trained, crate trained, walks well on a leash, and she's not reactive at all.
Wow. So it's
Those
just a
are
one-time
checking all the
thing,
boxes.
And they just didn't want to risk it with the baby.
Yes, and with the nightmares and those still happening occasionally, it would just be the safest
I wonder
bet.
what a nightmare looks like for a dog.
I think from what Andrew was saying, it's just like you can kind of tell that she's stressed in sleep, and then to wake her up is kind of like a gradual process. But in all other ways, she is absolutely delightful. They say she would thrive in a calm home that helps her keep building confidence. She's currently staying with a trainer and comes with free training sessions to help set her new family up for success.
That's awesome.
So any peace of mind you're hoping to acquire through the adoption of Keira or the inquiry of adopting Keira, you have a big asset right off the bat.
And is she local here in LA with the trainer?
Yes. The rescue she's through, and yes, you may.
I want to ask, someone DM'd me about Giuseppe.
Giuseppe?
And they were like,
Last
oh my
week.
God, I'm so tempted to take this dog, but I live in Minnesota or somewhere.
Yes.
And I'm like,
So
we can make that happen, right? Or does it have to always be local?
So it doesn't always have to be local. It's rescue by rescue, dependent
Yeah.
on their resources primarily and their restrictions.
Yeah.
Sometimes they only adopt out locally, but most rescues will do whatever it takes to get you the dog.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in any of the dogs featured,
Don't come
regardless of where you live, I would say with the exception of international, unless it's Canada, Mexico, please do reach out and inquire directly because who knows. And again, we may be able to step in and help in certain situations as well. And the biggest thing, Jess, is that Keira's adoption fee is
covered by
Mr. Maple Syrup, who's not a human. That would be a rabbit.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So our first sponsor,
Mr.
who is
Maple
a rabbit,
Syrup.
they are the support rabbit of AJ Gane.
Okay.
And AJ is the human sponsorship of Keira. So let's clap it up for them.
Do I need a rabbit sponsor? Like an emotional sponsor? Is that maybe I need that.
And a rabbit, like the rabbit.
Maybe I need an emotional sponsor that's an animal.
When you say emotional sponsor,
Well, isn't that what Mr. Maple Syrup did?
Oh,
Say
yes,
it's an
yes.
emotional sponsor?
This says the super support animal of.
Super support animal.
Yeah. You want a super support rabbit?
Yeah.
I think I do too now, actually. That sounds great.
Just carry it around in a Bjorn.
This is them.
Wait, where's the rabbit? That
Mr.
looks
Maple
like two
Syrup.
dogs.
That's a big bunny.
That's a big bunny?
That's a big bunny.
With a harness on?
Looks to be the same size as AJ's dog.
Wow.
Incredible. And also, whole episode about interspecies relationships, and we got a sponsor that has
That's
one.
so
Phenomenal.
great. Did you guys plan
Great
that?
job.
Great job, guys.
We're going to pretend like you all planned that.
Great job.
Great job.
What thorough mindfulness.
Jess, I was wondering, have any of your dogs, I mean, we kind of alluded to this, but have any of your dogs ever formed a relationship with another type of animal?
No.
Have they?
Any animal is an enemy. Any
enemy.
cat
Straight
or,
up enemy.
or squirrel.
What is like
enemy.
enemy number one?
Squirrels.
Squirrels?
Oh, yeah. Lizards we don't love, but I have a lot of lizards in my neighborhood. So we put up with lizards.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, animals are the enemy.
I would say squirrels. Javier's just wouldn't know if an animal was anywhere near him, to be honest. But Doug hated squirrels. There was a time at my old place when I first adopted Doug, we were sitting in the backyard and there was a squirrel that was sticking its tongue out at Doug.
How dare it?
And Doug was not having it.
That's of course not.
He was being mocked.
Of course.
And he didn't.
He was being harassed.
So I would say hard no on interspecies relationships for both of my guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same. But leave a comment if that's different for your dogs.
You know what's so cute though?
What is?
Like when a bird nuzzles up to like a big, scary looking pit bull.
A bird?
Yeah, like a bird.
Oh, like a
Have you seen those?
like a domesticated bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a parrot. Something like
You'll
that.
have to send me a video.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I imagine that's pretty great.
Okay.
We have featured in We Rate Dogs' life cycle many of these interspecies relationships as responsibly as we can.
Sure.
Of course. A few of them from the archives include Ingo and Poldy. Ingo is a Belgian Malinois who became best friends with Poldy, a tiny owl in Germany. Ingo was super protective of him, and when Poldy was injured by a hawk, Ingo apparently stayed by his side and even licked his injured foot while he recovered.
Oh, wow.
So and amazing photography. I think the Belgian Malinois human is a photographer.
Do you have any friends that are from like a different walk of life that you're like, you really, like maybe you play golf with them or maybe.
Oh, like human?
Yeah.
Like that would almost be as wild as an interspecies? Yes. I would say that some of the gentlemen that I have played golf with who are in their 60s, I have absolutely nothing in common.
Yeah.
The only thing I have in common with them is that we both enjoy the same hobby.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Our topics of conversation include
Oh, that was a good one. More? Okay. Yep. And
That
we're done.
was spectacular. And I don't know if she
Drooly
knows it.
baby.
I don't know if she knows it.
Drooly baby, don't shakey wakey.
But that might have
I'm in the
just
line
gotten
of
you.
fire.
That might have just gotten you adopted.
You think?
I think that might have done it.
She's such a nice friend.
Miss, you just have
just a little drool,
just a
just
little
like on the
drool.
one of the side.
That is
now
my
it's on,
shoe.
it's on your shoe.
All right. So I
Yeah.
don't think that was probably just off camera, but if you notice the slobber,
It was a nice line.
it is now in
on
my
your shoe. Yeah.
In my shoe. Also, just the battlefield that was left behind over here.
It's a wreckage.
We have the
We need a
water
placemat.
droplets
We need a
are
terry
already
cloth.
30 feet from the bowl. Yeah, it's kind of a war zone how she left that bowl. It's also bubbling.
Yeah, it's something going on over
The
there.
water in the bowl is now bubbling.
It's creating a wave. I see someone surfing.
It's like a wave pool. Yeah.
It's a wave
Yeah.
pool.
Well, thank you for that, Keira.
That was entertaining.
I genuinely
That was a
think,
triple. That was a triple drink.
Yeah.
So it was
She
like
was
a
like-
1, a break, a 2, a break.
Huh. I'm gonna go one more time.
That's a really good impression.
I practice.
You did?
Right before we started.
You're like, if this happens,
If
I'm
this
going to
happens,
be
I'm
so
gonna do
ready
it. I'm
in the
gonna do
mirror.
my slurp
I'm going to be
noise. Yep.
so ready.
Yep. But as I was saying, no, our conversations mainly have to do with their current doctor's appointments
Sure.
that they have that week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What my
But
blood
60-year-olds,
pressure
They're
number
not
should
that
be.
old. I feel
No, they're
like
not.
60 is the new 50.
But I think that's also the age where you just have 3 doctor's appointments a week.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
But that's what the topics of conversation are.
I bet you
So-
are just as gassy as them. So that would be something you have
That's
in
an
common.
interesting thing that you would say. Mainly because every time it's been the dog, and I've routinely pointed that out.
I was just thinking
the
maybe it's
dog.
been you. I was just saying like, hey, consider not eating dairy. Just like throwing it out there.
Do you have any people in your life that are?
No.
No? Okay, great. So our next interspecies relationship that we featured is Timon and Pumbaa.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Timon
What kind
and
of name is
Pumbaa.
Timon? Timon?
Does she not know?
Wait, what's Timon? Wait, who's
Have you seen-
Timon? Everybody knows who Timon is.
What if
except
I
for
was
me.
just like, my name's Timon? No. Have you heard of a film called The Lion King?
Yeah. Which one's Timon? I saw it like when it
Okay,
came out.
so
like,
maybe you
100
can
years
figure
ago.
out based on. So Timon is on Pumbaa. Does that help?
Yeah.
So who's Timon in The Lion King?
A dog? I gotta go. Should I leave?
This.
Should I go?
So you're
Are you
familiar
mad at
with
me?
the movie? No, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. You haven't
He's
said that in a while.
pissed. He's pissed.
You're familiar with the movie.
Why are you yelling? You're screaming at
So
me.
Jess,
you guys,
hey,
you
love
see
you.
what I have to put up
love
with.
you. You've seen the movie though.
Timon.
You've seen The Lion King.
Yeah.
Pumbaa is who?
Yeah. Is one of the people.
Okay, well, Timon and Pumbaa. Can we just maybe
Just tell
maybe
me.
just a photo real quick to just freshen?
Timon? Oh, Timon. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There they are.
I remember. I mean, when did The Lion King come out?
98,
98.
and then but there was one that came out in like 2018,
Okay.
live
well,
action. Jess. Well, either way, that's Timon and Pumbaa.
Everybody's
That's why these.
so pissed off.
That's
at me
why
right now.
these two are also named Timon and Pumbaa.
That
That's all you
now,
need. That's the only
now
con-
things are clicking and I'm getting it.
That's the only context.
It
so
sometimes I just need some extra
that's okay.
explanation.
I'm sorry we put you on the spot.
You didn't put me on the spot. Just I
Timon-
deserve all of that.
Timon is a 7-pound Chihuahua, and Pumbaa is a 125-pound pot-bellied pig.
What a cutie pie pair. Where are
They
they though? They
came-
need to be somewhere cozier.
They came into the Arizona humane. Well, it's
Oh,
a
it's a
pig,
humane.
and he wants to be that. Those surroundings are his ideal surroundings.
Okay, you're probably not wrong.
They came into the Arizona Humane Society together. They were already so bonded that rescuers wanted to keep them together, and Timon would even ride around on Pumbaa's back. Do we? Oh wait.
Timon.
Are they? Oh wait, sorry. Now the unlikely duo get to hang out together forever as permanent residents of the Better Piggies Rescue with other pot-bellied pups like Pumbaa. So now it's more like Timon has a squad of Pumbas.
How do you spell Timon?
Timon.
So it's Timon.
Wow, yeah, what a
Timon has an E.
is that what threw you off?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, very happy for both of them. They seem to be exactly where they want to be. Then we have Stanley and Ayla. I hope you've seen these photos, but if you haven't, you're welcome. The seal and the sausage. Their names are Stanley and Ayla. Their unlikely friendship began at the Cornish Seal Sanctuary in 2020. Stanley's human Melanie was watching the seals up close at a viewing area when Stanley started pawing at her legs for her to pick him up. She placed him on the ledge and instantly one of the seals, Ayla, was very interested in him. Melanie suspects Ayla thought he might have been a seal pup since he was wearing a jacket and snood over his ears because it was cold that day. Melanie started taking photos of the two interacting with each other. Each time Ayla came swimming up to Stanley, she managed to take another photo of them together, so we have many, many poses. The encounter lasted about 20 minutes, and it wasn't until later that evening that Melanie checked her camera roll and realized the gold that she had captured.
Wow.
The marketing manager of the sanctuary told us, we interviewed them a couple years ago, we are often sent photos from our guests who have captured Ayla interacting with their dogs, so this isn't the first time she has made friends with a dog, although she seemed to really love Stanley.
Oh, that's so cute.
After the visit, best part, Stanley sent Ayla a Valentine's Day card and even returned to see her in 2022, this time in a bow tie, and to give her her card.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So those two are...
So which one's the seal?
Good. That was clever. Love that.
Thank you.
And then again, this episode was kind of maybe partially inspired by our number one dog and duck from last week. These guys have been going viral on Instagram for a couple months now, but the full story told by CBS last week was it had many delightful layers than we thought. So Barley is the golden retriever. Louie is a pecking duck. Barley was diagnosed with epilepsy in February of 2024 after experiencing several seizures. According to Barley's owner, medication controlled the seizures, but also left Barley quieter, sleepier, and less playful. They said that she lost her goldenness. In May of 2024, the family brought home Louie, who was a 4-day-old duckling, who I believe hatched at a local elementary school, and the family was the right place for the duck to go, I guess.
What do you feed a baby duckling?
I don't have that answer. The two play, wrestle, eat, and relax together. Barley's family noticed that her playful personality immediately returned after Louie arrived.
This is so cute.
So Louie follows Barley around and even prefers eating from a dog bowl. Barley's family refers to Louie as her emotional support duck.
Wow.
Dr. Stanley Coren was interviewed for the Washington Post article that I'm alluding to, and suggested that Louie's young age may have helped trigger a protective response from Barley that developed into a friendship.
That's so cute.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I think I have one suggestion for them.
Go for it.
I think that the duck should wear a bow tie.
Okay. Then we have a real-life Fox and the Hound story. A Norwegian photographer whose name I cannot pronounce, but Jess can, so she's going to say it.
Torgeberga.
He was out on a walk with his dog Tinny when the two stumbled across a wild fox. Tinny and the fox, who became known as Sniffer, began regularly racing through the woods and playing together while Berge tried to keep up.
Berge.
Thank you. Sniffer remained a wild fox and was free to come and go, but he regularly returned to visit and play with Tinny. Their friendship inspired a book, a children's book, Sniffer and Tinny, A True Tale of Amazing Animal Friendship, as well as a song that has received more than 3 million views on YouTube. Berge and author Beirut Helberg used the story to help raise awareness around the fox fur trade.
Oh.
Delightful.
I wonder if the fox thinks that's a wolf.
Do you think it's more likely for a fox and a wolf to get along?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just wonder what's in that fox's head.
I think it's probably not too unlikely that the fox might think that Tinny's a fox.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
You're a fox.
Maybe. Thank you. Appreciate that. Then we have Bella the dog and Tara the elephant.
Whoa,
These two,
baby.
I believe, were my number one when I did top 10 most
Tara's eyes.
Most unusual dog friendships, I think.
Okay.
They were my number one. After Tara retired from performing, she was a circus elephant, tragically. She became the first resident at the Elephant Sanctuary in Tennessee. Other elephants joined and developed close bonds, but Tara formed a particularly unusual relationship with a stray mixed breed dog named Bella. They became best friends. The two ate together, drank together, slept together, and played together. When Bella suffered a spinal injury and had to spend 3 weeks recuperating in the sanctuary office, Tara waited outside the entire time. She had thousands of acres to roam, but remained near the office waiting for Bella. Sanctuary workers brought Bella outside for visits until she recovered and could rejoin Tara. Very, very sweet.
That's so cute.
Bella even trusted Tara enough to let the elephant gently rub her stomach with her foot.
Oh.
Dangerous, if you ask me.
Dangerous.
But it worked for them.
Would you do that?
Let an elephant rub my belly? Hello.
I'm fine.
Then we have very, very famous Instagram duo, Henry the dog and Baloo the cat. A couple in Colorado adopted Henry, a German Shepherd, Husky Boxer, Staffordshire Terrier, and Australian Shepherd mix. That's a bunch of dogs together. When he was just 3.5 months old, a few years later, they decided to find him a friend. They spent months looking for the right match before adopting Baloo, a kitten. The two became inseparable, accompanying their family on hikes, camping trips, and other outdoor adventures. This is also when photos of the two absolutely took over the internet.
I have seen these.
Absolutely took over the internet.
Yep.
Their popularity on social media soared. Henry died from cancer in 2022. Baloo was heartbroken. I'm not going to say that. Not going to say what we wrote there.
Nope.
Not going to say it.
I don't even want to know.
But Baloo was heartbroken. His family introduced him to 11 rescue puppies, and Baloo formed an immediate connection with one of them. They named the puppy Pancake. Baloo began eating and playing again, and now the two continue their outdoor adventures that Baloo once shared with Henry. Their family also started the Henry and Baloo Foundation with the goal of preserving 1,000 acres in the American West. All these people have been so, like...
doing good things.
It's such a... I think, again, the interspecies relationships get so much shit on social media because when they're forced or ignorant or AI, and it's very refreshing that our examples here are also people that genuinely care about the two beings and also seemingly are inspired to do more with it. So that's delightful.
1,000 acres.
1,000 acres in the American West. Dr. Clive Wynne is a behavioral scientist, professor of psychology, and director of the Canine Science Collaboratory at Arizona State University. He is also the director of research at Wolf Park in Indiana, a position he has held since 2009. At Wolf Park, he and his colleagues compare dogs with captive, intensively human socialized wolves to examine how domestication, upbringing, and experience shape canines' responses and attachments to people. He is the author of Dog is Love, Why and How Your Dog Loves You, which argues that dogs' defining quality may be their extraordinary capacity for affection. Dr. Wynne, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
We've been calling these interspecies relationships friends, but does that have any basis in science? Is friends the right word to use?
Well, there's absolutely no reason not to say friends.
Oh,
in scientific publications.
Yay! Okay, thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. They're friends.
I mean, in my scientific publications, in science, we tend to use the word companion, partner, but, it doesn't matter. It doesnip matter.
Mm-hmm. And what makes, I guess, in the scientific lens, what makes a relationship a friendship or a companion or a partner? Is it a spectrum?
Well, so we're talking here about social animals. Not all animals are social. Some are solitary. Social animals form bonds, usually with other members of their own species, and usually because it's to their benefit. Like, look at wolves. Wolves are social animals. All of our dogs are descended from wolves, so that's where they get their sociability from. And the benefit to wolves of being social is that you're not gonna hunt a great big deer on your own, even if you're a wolf. You need a gang, a pack,
mm-hmm.
and so that's where our dogs get this social nature from. Now, in nature, usually, almost inevitably, animals only make friends with other members of their own species. Wolves are usually only forming packs with other wolves. But our dogs are rather special in that they very, very easily form friendships, relationships with members of other species, primarily us. That's what we notice, right? Mm-hmm. What we mainly notice is our dogs being friendly to us, but it doesn't have to be us. And a puppy that has enough time around members of other species when it's small will then go up through life being quite happy to form friendships with, the most common thing would be the cat, right? Not every dog ends up making friends with the cat, but it's perfectly possible.
Yeah, and we have plenty examples of that.
That's so cute.
What what behaviors would tell you that two animals of a different species are genuinely bonded compared to just like tolerating each other?
Yeah. Well, so at one extreme, sometimes you introduce a cat to your dog and the two of them are immediately snarling at each other. The cat is hissing, the dog's hackles are raised. And so you can tell this is a bad idea. That would be one extreme. In the middle, you have the dog and the cat who they're occupying the same home, but they're almost entirely working around each other, keeping out of each other's
They're
way.
roommates.
Exactly. Barely tolerating rubies. Yeah. And then at the sweetest extreme, the opposite extreme, in my home, I have a cat, and we have a beautiful retired greyhound.
Oh, wow!
She is so gorgeous. And to our very, very considerable surprise, because we were warned that retired greyhounds are not usually good with cats, and yet they meet each other and they come up and they sniff in and out of each other's noses. I mean, which is very, very much cat behavior, but the dog understands it and speaks it back to the cat. And I cannot say this happens super often, but sometimes the dog will come over and will lick the top of the cat's head, which is very much dog behavior. But the cat, I mean, that's they clearly are very fond of each other. And what's absolutely lovely is they speak different languages, but they tolerate and seem to enjoy, in fact, each other's, we could say, love languages. The dog, I don't know, the dog is smart enough that I've never seen her try to sniff the cat's butt. That is a component of dog social language that very, very few cats will tolerate. So it's smart of our greyhound that I have never seen her attempt that.
Would you say that your greyhound or dogs in general are smart enough to recognize that they're interacting with another species?
Well, that's the really interesting question, right? I mean, people usually phrase that question as, does my dog know that I'm human or think that I'm another dog?
Yeah.
And so what I would say is this. I would say that dogs go into their relationships with members of other species without a really rich sense of difference. I think a dog comes programmed with just one set of social behaviors. And so when your dog comes to socially interact with you or with the cat, the dog only has one package of social behaviors to offer. But dogs do seem to be smart enough. They can learn which parts of that package are appreciated and which parts are not appreciated. So as I say, I mean, partially because, of course, cats will teach dogs not to sniff their butts. And they will do that in a no-holds-barred kind of approach. And most dogs are smart enough. I mean, you do sometimes come across dogs that they just love sniffing butts so much that they will keep trying, even as
and
the
some
cat
humans
keeps telling them no. Yeah.
No, my dog wants to lick me all the time, and she knows I don't like it, but my husband tolerates it. So she licks him and she leaves me alone. She knows what my boundary is.
So the licking thing, if we have a moment, is really interesting to me. Can I
go for
it?
So most people, when their dog tries to lick their face, will say that their dog is kissing them. And I say, you got to watch more carefully, people. You got to look at this more carefully. Kissing is a human social behavior. And, I haven't kissed either of you, but it seems to me.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Wait, hold on.
Well,
we did just meet, I guess.
Next time, have me in the studio and we can have a proper, we can get to know each other a bit better.
Wow, things really took a turn. Wait, tell us about licking.
So when humans kiss, we go mouth on mouth like this, right? Isn't that how we kiss? Isn't that a human kiss?
Yeah.
Next time,
I just figured it out.
if you tolerate,
first time
so that's what you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I know. Hold on, I got to make a
Yeah,
note.
write that down.
Yeah, getting a lot of side benefits here.
Yeah.
So, but when your dog comes up to you, your dog never does that. People say my dog kisses me. I say, does your dog do that? And they say, well, no, actually. What the dog is doing is coming up and licking the corners of your mouth. And that is a different social behavior. Now, I personally don't like it. and I discourage it. And the dogs that I've lived with have always been able to understand that and accept that. But it's really interesting that they bring this slightly different social behavior, and we and they can come to a sufficient understanding of what they're trying to communicate. It's still a similar kind of a thing. It's still a loving gesture, but it's a somewhat different one.
So it is loving.
Yeah, I was about to ask, do we have evidence? Do we know what it is to them?
Yeah, it's a very important piece of social connection. That doesn't mean that they have to do it. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with telling your dog, no, I'm sorry. I appreciate
find another way.
But you need to find another way, because they will find another way.
Sometimes my dog just like, she'll be curious about something and she'll sniff it and lick it and taste it and be like, okay, now I know what that is. Like she's just curious about it, like a little lick to investigate.
Yeah.
Does Javi do that? Anything?
He, that's a good question. Not often.
Yeah, he's not like a big licker.
No, he's just so aloof.
Yeah.
I don't think he hasn't
busy.
prioritized that. He is a busy
Super
guy.
busy.
Very busy guy. Dr. Wynne, in your book and in a lot of your work, you describe dogs' exceptional capacity for affection. Is that openness what you think allows them to bond with us and also other species so easily?
Absolutely. So I was saying, all of our dogs are descended from wolves. Wolves are highly social animals. But wolves and dogs, none of them are born knowing, no animal is born knowing what species it belongs to. So there's a critical early period of life when a newborn animal looks around itself, sniffs around itself, listens around itself to see where it's landed. And for a wolf pup in a den, it's like, yeah, I've landed around wolves. I must be a wolf. I will go through my whole life building relationships with other wolves, other animals like this. But our dogs, when they go through that period is stretched out. And so they're born inside a human home. They meet their siblings, their litter mates, they meet their mother, and they recognize, yes, I'm one of them. I've got to hang out with that kind of an animal. But they also then meet people. And hey, if you're on a farm and you put the puppies I met some goat herders, you put the puppies in the goat barn, and they will say, yeah, I can make friends with these goats, with these people, with these, whatever it is that's around them. And so that gives them this much more open potential to form strong emotional bonds with many members of any species. I've never heard of anybody trying this and saying, well, it turns out dogs cannot make friends with whatever it is. They can make friends with anything if they meet it early in life.
Do they also start to emulate the characteristics of that species?
If they are taken away from their own species, which is cruel, and people should not do this, then as they develop their social behaviors, they may well, to some degree, develop social behaviors of the other species. So there was an experiment. I don't approve of this. It was done in the 1960s. So we're talking 50, 60 years ago when ethical standards were different. And there was a scientist who took newborn dog pups away from their mother and gave them to a nursing cat. And those puppies all grew up with very cat-like social behavior, and they were scared of other members of their own species. They didn't speak dog.
Yeah.
That was cruel. They shouldn't have done that. Nobody would do that today. They wouldn't let us do that today. But it is an interesting, instructive lesson.
There was a story recently that went very viral. They were our number one dog and duck from last week. And this is a story about a golden retriever named Barley and a duck named Louie. And Barley, I forget the exact age, but Barley was probably 7 or 8 when Louie came around. But Louie was a duckling. And Barley had epilepsy, and the medication was making Barley like not herself. And then Louie came in, and it was like Barley was herself again. And so I'm curious how that story, like, does that further validate some of the things that you're talking about? Or because Barley was older, that's kind of a little bit more unique that there was such a personality change with the introduction of a new species?
What I would need to know to be able to say definitively is whether when Barley was a puppy, whether she ever met ducks back then.
The family didn't mention anything about that, but that it's possible.
Yeah.
That's the critical thing. If Barley did not meet ducklings when young, then it is pretty surprising. But there does seem to be something about the young of all animals. I forgot now. Did you say Barley was male or female?
Female.
Female. Okay. Well, so female animals do seem to be engaged by the young of pretty much any species. I don't know that that's been done as a kind of a scientific study, but it does seem to be a good observation that especially if they've had offspring of their own, if they are mother animals, that then the young of almost any species, I say that, I don't know, what about a young snake? I'm not sure that would work. But there is, I mean, we all feel that, right? Male and female human beings, there is something tremendously endearing about the young of almost any species that you come across. Yeah. And that can be a sort of a special case.
Okay, understood.
I think a young baby snake might be cute.
Yeah,
hold on.
Really?
Pull up a picture of a young.
Well, I have one right here.
Can like the predator-prey instincts of, I guess, an interspecies relationship ever really disappear? Or is there always some level of risk if you're dealing with two species that are typically predator-prey?
So every animal is unique, right? I mean, every human being is unique. Every dog is unique. Every duckling is unique. So it's difficult, especially if we're talking about a situation where we're talking about danger and safety. Yeah. It's difficult to be ever 100% certain. My feeling is that my dog and cat, Ginger and Oliver, are really very, very unlikely to harm each other because one might see the other as prey. That I think, because I think their relationship is a real thing. Here's where a danger remains, though, Matt, and that is that even social behaviors of different species can be harmful. So I have had a long association with Wolf Park in Indiana, where they have been hand-rearing wolves since 1974, and they have the most beautiful hand-reared animals who have a strong emotional connection to their human caregivers, and will extend that to strangers as well. They're very tame. So people say to me, Clive, would you like to have a tame wolf? And the reason why I am very much against people having tamed individuals from any wild species, or one of the reasons, is that even a love bite from a wolf would really ruin your day. Wolves have social behaviors which are fine with other wolves. I mean, like muzzle grabbing, right? A wolf will put its mouth over the snout of another wolf, and they're not going to hurt them. They don't mean to hurt them.
It would probably hurt you or I.
I would not like that. No, thank you.
If they do it to you, your nose will break off, and that will be really, really bad.
Don't want that.
So the danger is not so much in predator-prey type behaviors, but just in the fact that social behaviors from wild animals can have really bad consequences for people.
Now, along this same line, interspecies friendships are a huge content type for AI-generated media on social media. And when they do happen in real life, they still often get a lot of attention. So that can kind of breed kind of some ignorant practices in this world. Can you help us craft maybe a warning to people that what they see on social media is maybe not best to try to replicate?
Well, right. As I was saying, any adoption of wild type animals is really bad for the animals. It's most common with smaller animals, right? Very few people are going to get themselves a tame lion or a tame wolf, but like squirrels, for example, just let them be. Let them be in nature. That's their life. That's where they will be most fulfilled. And meanwhile, the little squirrel has really sharp teeth. And so if you have any kind of a misunderstanding, they're going to bite your finger off, and you'll regret that because it's much better having 10 fingers. So I didn't know that it's reached. I should have guessed. I mean, I knew that social media was full of interspecies relationships going back at least 10 years. And it doesn't interest me greatly, so I hadn't realized it had reached the AI slop stage.
Yeah, it has, and I think it's because the legitimate stories are very captivating and entertaining because they're unexpected.
Yeah.
There's a big contrast there. So it's one of the prompts that has been loaded into many of those.
For it.
And people, not only has our audience consistently fallen for it, we've consistently fallen for it. Now we have a lot of best practices in place not to amplify it or come close to amplifying it.
Good.
But it is it is very appealing widely. And maybe, do you have any sense of why that is? It just the uniqueness of like the unexpected relationship that people are drawn to?
Yeah, that's a good question, which I had not thought about before. What makes the interspecies relationship so appealing? I don't know. I would have to dig into it deeper. Is it more appealing than just close up of videos of animals just doing cute things with their own species? I guess that's what you're saying.
I had a good thought and it left me.
Well, I just think it is unexpected and it's so cute, and it makes us as humans, we project our own life and beliefs and feelings onto these animals.
Yeah.
We personify all these animals.
It's a lot of anthropomorphizing.
Yeah. So if I see a cute duck and a little dog, I'm like, you guys are best friends. You love each other. Like it's the story I'm going to tell myself about this cute relationship. So I think that's why it's so appealing to us. It's also like just cuteness overload.
Yeah.
Like, why dissect it? It's just so cute.
Easy to weaponize in the world of AI.
But if you see a bear and a dog, they are not friends. That is
if
AI.
If it looks like the dog brought the bear home for a play date,
and if it's
AI.
A night cam or whatever, like a security, what was it? It's like always at night.
A ring camera.
Ring
in the dark.
cam, dark.
That's
it's AI.
Easier for AI to recreate.
Yeah, and none of these dogs are going on a trampoline. No animals are going on a trampoline. There's like
I made a note. I'm going to take that one home as homework and think about it.
Yes, please. Email us.
Ask me again in a week's time. It is an interesting question.
Yeah. Dr. Wynne, last question for you that I ask all my favorite people is, why do we love dogs?
Gotcha,
on the spot.
That's so I've spent so much time and effort thinking about why dogs love us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't so much think about why we love dogs. That's just a given to me. But I think for me, I don't know if I have my scientist hat on when I'm saying this, but for me, it's because they chose us. They chose us. I mean, they chose us. You don't have to talk a dog into the relationship. I've just finished a book, The Story of Dogs, which is a history of the whole human-dog relationship going back to when it started 20,000 years ago. And we call the origin of dogs domestication. And we talk about how we did this, right? We created this animal for our amusement, a benefit. And that's not true. They chose us. And that to me is what makes it impossible not to reciprocate, because it's just so special. And each individual dog walks into your life. I mean, it says how it feels to me. It says, hey, Clive, I'm your dog. I'm your dog. We're going together now. I love that. I love that beyond all
That's so beautiful.
That's very, very well said.
Wait, do dogs really love us?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They feel love. They love us.
In every particle of their being.
Because Choopy, my one dog, she's very stoic. She won't show it.
Yeah.
And I smother her, and she just puts up with me.
Well, she doesn't. Not every dog wants to be.
She doesn't show it, but I do think sometimes I'll get a little lick, and I'm like, she loves me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. I'm an Englishman. I don't go in for big smothering.
Sure.
Maybe you got an English dog. Is that possible?
Potentially, maybe.
Dr. Wynne. I was just going to say thank you so much for joining us. This was delightful, and you've really added a lot of color to the conversation. And now we can move forth with these stories with a little bit more care and a little bit more insight. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you. I had a great time. I really enjoyed chatting with you guys.
Yay.
And we'll leave where everyone can find you and your latest book as well as your previous books in the description. And yeah, thank you again so much for your time.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your day.
So
you as
great
well.
meeting you.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Jess, it's game time.
Tell me everything.
It's game time. We're going to play a game called Who's Their Best Friend that I know very little about. So the next slide is our rules.
Okay.
How to play. We'll be shown a famous fictional dog, and we have to name the dog's interspecies best friend. We earn 1 point for naming the friend correctly, and another point if we name the movie, show, or comic that they're a part of. And then, so we're going to alternate who guesses first. So you'll guess, and then I can either agree with you or guess again. And Aiden will keep score.
Okay, great.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So I'm going to name Snoopy's best friend.
You're going first.
Okay, it's the yellow bird.
Uh-huh.
I should know this because of last episode.
We did this less than a week ago.
Squappy.
I'm going to steal.
Wait, let me think about it.
I'm going to disagree.
Let me think about it one more time.
Remember the movie or the comic as well.
Yeah, it's I knew it was the yellow bird.
Yeah, you did.
It's not Squappy though. Ducky. Is it really? No. What is it?
It's Woodstock.
Woodstock. That's right. Because it was named after.
You can get the 1 point. What is Snoopy from?
What do you mean? What is Snoopy from?
What is Snoopy? I get why this is a little confusing. I don't know how to.
What is Snoopy from?
Snoopy. No, it's Peanuts.
Oh! I didn't know what you meant.
No, that was a tough one.
Woodstock.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So okay, Cooper. Oh no. What is the name of Copper's fox best friend? Oh my God.
It is.
Oh my God.
Frank.
We're gonna ditch the game, I think.
I'm the worst person.
Oh my God, this movie's what? Copper. And when he says it's like Copper.
No.
It's like a.
Never saw it.
It's a little kid. Oh no.
Let's say Frank. I'm gonna stick with Frank. And
it's not Frank. It's from the top. This can't go. We can't reveal that we don't know these things. Back to you.
I have looked so bad in this episode. This whole episode. Hakuna Matata. I didn't know who Homeboy was.
Who is this dog's inseparable companion?
Do you want to go?
Inseparable. It's a hint. Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, it's like inseparable. It's like stitched together.
Oh, this is gonna be the dog's inseparable companion. I believe is gonna be Cat, and it's from Cat Dog.
You guys should make me leave.
Do you guys want to? I'm gonna ask should we end the game? I think we might end the game. I'm gonna be
and don't take me to trivia night. Don't do it.
We'll see we'll see if it gets any better.
You know what though?
Back to you.
I have some other zones of
Garfield.
Garfield.
Yes. Well, from
Garfield.
2 points. Let's go. Who is Bolt's streetwise cat friend? Damn it. I know this is from Bolt, but it's been a long time and I only watched it once.
Let's say.
Who is Bolt's streetwise? Is it Lightning? Mittens. It's Mittens.
Look, we have our zones of genius.
We have our expertise.
We have our lanes we stay in, and I could smoke people in those lanes.
Okay, back to you. What is the name of the kitten Dodger takes under his wing?
Snacks.
No, I don't think so. Okay, I didn't know this one. I don't know if I've seen it.
But how cute are my answers?
Oliver. So the cat's name is Oliver, and it's from Oliver and Company.
But how cute are my answers?
They're pretty good. Squappy was phenomenal. Squappy was a generational pull of a name.
Please name something Squappy and please DM me.
Who is Chance's cat companion in Homeward Bound?
Oh.
It's on me. It's mine.
It's yours?
It's from Homeward Bound. Wait, how is that going to work? You just said the name of it in there.
Let's say the cat's name.
That's tough. That's tough to say.
Who is Chance's cat companion?
Snacks? Sassy. All right.
Sassy.
Is it almost over? Back to... okay. Who is Brian Griffin's sharp-tongued best friend? No, Jess.
I watch a lot of gardening YouTube. Okay.
And exclusively.
Exclusively.
All right.
Tell me.
I'm
you tell
gonna
me.
Steal and then steal
it.
from Family
I give it to you. You didn't steal anything.
Number 9.
I handed it to you.
Who is Balto's goose friend and guardian? Okay, this is from Balto, and I don't know the goose's name, but
Let's make it up.
the way that
Top
he walked.
Hat.
Top Hat? Boris.
How cute is the name Top Hat,
anybody
though?
sitting back there, do
you guys know
these?
all these
Is
answers?
this, okay. Everyone shook their head no, so it's not. These are tricky, and if
How
only
cute
if I
is that
watched
goose?
Balto last night, I might not have been able to tell you Boris.
That goose looks like a top hat. Look at it.
The only thing I remembered about the goose in Balto is that I loved the way that I loved his general proportions and the way that he walked.
I've never seen Balto.
What is the name of the giant bird Doug helps protect in Up?
You know this.
This one.
Okay.
I think at this point we can work together.
Should I give you like a fun name and then you
Yes.
just say no?
Yes. This is a very colorful giant bird.
Colorful. Oh, rainbow.
It's Kevin.
Kevin. Hi, Keira. Bye. There she goes.
It's Kevin.
She keeps investigating to see if there's anything fun, and then she's like, "No,
I think she would stay close
getting out
to
of
us
these.
if we did
getting out of
better
here."
in the game.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
These two losers.
These two
get
losers.
me out of here.
These two losers don't know Woodstock.
Kira's so judgmental.
Yeah.
Oh, the score?
Oh, Jesus.
0, negative. -4.
Final score is Matt 8 points, Jess 4.
I got
I think
4
there's
points.
No way I got
How did I even get 4 points?
with 8
Oh, so
that were said in the
questions.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, guys, we're gonna work on our games.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe we're not gonna do another game ever.
Or I'll tell you what I'm good at, and then we'll work a game around that.
Dog who can groom a dog the fastest.
Yeah, probably.
Last thing I'll say on interspecies friendships is that sometimes they can be for a purpose.
Tell me more.
So
Please
as
unpack.
many of our audience probably already knows that many dogs have jobs related to protecting or conserving other species. We have Bear, the koala detection dog, anti-poaching canines, and conservation dogs who identify bees, platypuses, sea turtles, and other endangered species. Just saying, there's a ton of them. But these dogs literally have a job of just being friends with cheetahs.
That's so cool.
Yep. Zoos sometimes pair cheetah cubs with puppy companions. Cheetah cubs would normally play, chase, and wrestle with their siblings. When a cub is being raised without siblings, a puppy can sometimes fill a similar social role. The dogs provide companionship, model confidence, and help the cheetahs become more comfortable in unfamiliar environments. Because dogs are generally more comfortable around people in new environments, cheetahs can learn from their social cues and look to them for reassurance.
That is so adorable.
Yeah.
Wait, dogs.
Big time precious.
I'm still back on like the dogs serving a purpose.
Yeah.
Like there's dogs that help with koalas.
So
and-
a very famous dog is Bear. Bear is trained for scent detection for koalas. So after wildfires, he will help
gotcha.
firefighting
Gotcha.
teams identify koalas
When
that are still
there's-
stuck in trees or injured and help them get the help they need.
Yeah.
Bear is specifically famous because he had doggy OCD as a puppy. And so he was rehomed a bunch of times and then found his calling with the organization that helps him identify and protect koalas. Very, very cool. Very cool.
That is so cool.
But back on dogs and cheetahs, famous pairs have included Kambali and Kago at the Metro Richmond Zoo, Ruxa and Reina at the San Diego Zoo, and Rosie and Daisy at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Oh, that's so cute.
These programs can also help ambassador cheetahs participate more comfortably in educational programs that raise awareness about cheetah conservation.
Wow.
So again, when it's kind of based in conservation, I find it it just feels good to we can garner entertainment from it because it's ethically sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
So as a reminder, this gentle giant is available for adoption. Let me remind everybody. She's an 8-year-old, about maybe a little bit older than 8-year-old Mastiff Pit Mix, nearly 100 pounds, big girl, available for adoption from Deserving Dogs Ranch in Riverside. Is it Riverside? Yes. General LA area. She is delightful, and she is looking for a home with no kids, but she's good with other dogs, cats, and horses. Big bonus if you have horses. And she's delightful with people.
She's very nice.
Very, very sweet. She's gorgeous. And
she loves to be pet. She just closes her eyes and her tiny little tongue sticks out.
Is it sticking out now?
It was earlier. Is it sticking? I can't see it.
It's not right now, but
Not right now. Okay.
I'm sure we can
It's
get
in
a photo
there.
or a video of the tongue sticking
That'd
out.
be nice.
And I do genuinely think that was one of the most
girl.
impressive drinking exhibitions we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Again, you can find everything about Keira at the top of our description. And again, she comes with some training, which is delightful. And I guess just we're very excited to feature a dog who is in need of rehoming for a reason that is at no fault of the previous family. And I think we say frequently that we believe that most people are doing their best, and I think her former family is absolutely an example of that. And just grateful that we can help you find your perfect situation. And she is falling asleep.
Mm-hmm. She's
Her eyes are fully
cozy
shut.
bear, and she's sleepy.
If you enjoyed this episode, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're listening to this, add us to your playlist on Apple or Spotify, and we'll see you next time with another Adoptable special guest.
Oh, that looks like a good dog. That's a good dog. Yeah, that looks like a good dog. A very good dog. Hey, that looks like a very good dog. Dog, is that your dog? If not, is there a